Oh,
You alright?
yeah, it's fucking red. Oh my god. I had to reopen the fucking window I had with Ready Player One.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, you know, this whole thing he's faffing on about more and more in Holiday. And, you know, how much, oh yeah, I studied all over there. It's all his shit. And, you know, the Armory Almanac contained thousands of references to Holiday's favorite books, TV shows, movies, songs, graphic novels, and video games. It's like, yeah, you already fucking told us this. Most of these items were over 40 years old, and so free digital copies of them could be downloaded from the Oasis. If there was something I needed that wasn't legally available for free, I could almost always get it by using, get this, GunTorrent, a file-sharing program used by gunters around the world.
God. Fiddly fuck.
Okay, here's, like, one of the greatest fucking sins in this.
Yes,
When
torrenting.
it came to my research... Well, like, here's what's coming. When it came to my research, I never took any shortcuts. Over the past 5 years, I'd worked my way down the entire recommended Gunter reading list. Douglas Adams, Kurt Vonnegut, Neil Stephenson, Richard K. Morgan, Stephen King, Orson Scott Card, Terry Pratchett, Terry Brooks, Bester, Bradbury, Haldeman, Heinlein, Tolkien, Vance, Gibson, Gaiman, Sterling, Moorcock, Scalzi, and Zelazny. I read every novel by every single one of Halliday's favorite authors.
And all of them I could be reading instead of you.
Exactly. And I didn't stop there. I also watched every single film he referenced in the almanac. If it was one of Halliday's favorites, like War Games, Ghostbusters, Real Genius, Better Off Dead, or Revenge of the Nerds. It's like, Revenge of the Nerds is a weird rape fantasy. I rewatched it until I knew every scene by heart, including the point where he rapes a person.
In a Darth Vader mask.
I devoured each of what Halliday referred to as the Holy Trilogies. Star Wars, original and prequel trilogies, in that order. Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, Mad Max, Back to the Future, and Indiana Jones. Parentheses. Halliday once said that he preferred to pretend the other Indiana Jones films, from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull onward, didn't exist. I tended to agree.
Let's see. Okay, still don't have enough.
How do you do, fellow kids, fellow teens? I am one of you. I also absorbed the complete filmographies of each of his favorite directors: Cameron, Gilliam, Jackson, Fincher, Kubrick, Lucas, Spielberg, Del Toro, Tarantino, and of course, Kevin Smith.
Really? Okay.
Really?
I mean, I don't hate Kevin Smith, but I never cared for his work, really. Fabric.
I spent 3 months studying every John Hughes teen movie and memorizing all the key lines of dialogue. Only the meek get pinched, the bold survive. You could say I covered all the bases. I studied Monty Python, and not just Holy Grail either. Every single one of their films, albums, and books, and every episode of the original BBC series, parentheses, including those 2 lost episodes they did for German television. I wasn't going to cut any corners. Enter tab. I wasn't going to miss something obvious. Enter tab. Somewhere along the way, I started to go overboard. Enter tab. I may, in fact, have started to go a little insane. Enter tab.
You already were, don't worry.
I watched every episode of The Greatest American Hero, Airwolf, The A-Team, Knight Rider, Misfits of Science, and The Muppet Show. What about The Simpsons, you ask? I didn't. I knew more about Springfield than I knew about my own city. Oh, fuck off.
Well, also, wait. He is, how old? Like 17? Given how much, because this is in 2045, and we're still getting Simpsons episodes in 2020. So, yeah, that's a lot of stupid shit to binge, and most of it's crap. I mean, you know, Simpsons was pretty much dead by season 9.
Anyway, like Star Trek? Oh, I did my homework. TOS, TAE, DS9, even Voyager and Enterprise. I watched them all in chronological order. The movies, too. Phasers locked on target.
Oh, what the? Oh my! He just randomly fucking says that. Oh god.
Yeah. My god.
This is cringy.
I gave myself a crash course in 80s Saturday morning cartoons. I learned the name of every last goddamn GoBot and Transformer. Land of the Lost, Thundar the Barbarian, He-Man, Schoolhouse Rock, Joe. I knew them all. Because knowing is half the battle. I didn't add that.
Of course he put that in.
But who was my friend when things got rough? HR Puffin stuff. Japan? Did I cover Japan? Yes, indeed.
Wait, HR Puffin stuff wasn't the 80s. That was a bit older. That was the 70s.
I don't know. Maybe fucking like that too. I don't know. Anime, live action, Godzilla, Gamera, Star Blazers, The Space Giants, and G-Force. Go, Speed Racer, go!
Oh my god, how fucking contrived can you be? Son of a...
I wasn't some dilettante, enter tab. I wasn't screwing around, enter tab. I met every last Bill Hicks stand-up routine. Enter tab. Meanwhile, covering all the music wasn't easy. Enter tab. It took some time. Enter tab. The 80s was a long decades. 10 whole years. And Halliday didn't seem to have had very discerning taste. He listened to everything. So I did too. Pop, rock, new wave, punk, heavy metal, from The Police to Journey to REM to The Clash. I tackled it all.
Wait, why did he bother with The Simpsons when that was a 90s cartoon? Oh shit. Screamer. Yeah, no, ow.
I burned through the entire They Might Be Giants discography in under 2 weeks. Devo took a little longer. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of cute geeky girls playing 80s cover to... Wait, you have YouTube? You still have YouTube?
Okay, I'm gonna camp out, fuck it.
80s cover tunes on ukuleles. Technically, this wasn't part of my research, but I had a serious, cute, geeky girls playing ukuleles fetish that I can neither explain nor defend.
That's... You jizz to that? Okay. Fine. God.
You saw fit to enlighten us as to that.
This guy doesn't know the difference between the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Yes. Yes, because I'm gonna fucking Google it right now because I've watched a few episodes of HR Puffin stuff and I really like it.
I memorized lyrics, silly lyrics, by bands with names like Van Halen, Bon Jovi, Deppard and Pink Floyd. I kept at it. I burned the Midnight Oil. Did you know that Midnight Oil was an Australian band with the 1987 hit titled Beds Are Burning?
Aha! 1969. See, fuck it.
Yeah.
It was, like, that's not the goddamn 80s.
You know? Did you know? Did you fucking know that Midnight Oil, 1987, I was obsessed. I wouldn't quit. My grades suffered. I didn't care. Enter Tab. I read every issue of every comic book title Halliday had ever collected. Enter Tab. I wasn't going to have anyone questioning my commitment. Enter Tab. Especially when it came to video games. Enter Tab. Video games were my area of expertise. Enter Tab. My double weapon specialization. Enter Tab.
Okay, I'm not sure why I'm in my underwear and a gas mask, but fine.
What's that?
Just my data entry in the thing. It's just Survivor. He's got the backpack, tidy whities, sledgehammer, and a gas mask. And I'm gonna just click off of that before I get in trouble with Twitch for some dumb reason.
I downloaded every game mentioned or referenced in the Almanac, from Akalabeth to Zaxxon. I played each title until I had mastered it, then moved on to the next one. You'd be amazed how much research you can get done when you have no fucking life or cares. When you have no life whatsoever. Haha. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week is a lot of study time that you could be done doing, literally anything else.
Yeah, like figuring out how to pay rent and shit.
Yeah. I worked my way through every video game genre and platform. Classic arcade coin-ops, home computer, console and handhold, text-based adventures, first-person shooters, third-person RPGs, ancient 8, 16, and 32-bit classics written in the previous century. The harder a game was to beat, the more I enjoyed it. And as I played these ancient digital relics night after night, year after year, I discovered I had a talent for them. I'm sucking my own dick right now. I could master most action titles in a few hours. And my thumb is right up my colon. And there wasn't an adventure or role-playing game I couldn't solve. So let me deep throat my own cock. And there was... I never needed any walkthroughs or cheat codes. Let me fist my urethra. Everything just clicked. And I was even better at the old arcade games. Let me just massage my prostate with my jawbone.
What the fuck? Okay, I need to set up another alarm here. Just making sure that it's at 58. Alright, cool. Let me massage my prostate with my jaw. What the fuck?